Welcome to Surviving Schizophrenia with Steven. My name is Steven. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I had to take a mental health break this last 5 weeks or so from this channel. I've been recording and posting videos here on YouTube now for about 2.5 years. And it's starting to take a toll on me. I fell with schizophrenia when I was 12 years old. I'm 24 now. And I've never had an actual job, nor have I had any kind of responsibilities that or anything like this channel where I've needed to work and actually do things on a set schedule and a timeline. And I started this channel to destigmatize schizophrenia and help those like me, and as well as caregivers who are helping people suffering with schizophrenia. And really, it's been a good 3 years or so since I started this whole process of YouTube, and I was learning how to do all this and actually record videos. But I went from 0 to 60 pretty quick, so to speak. I started working and then started recording videos very quick. And I didn't take a break since I've started longer than 2 weeks until now. And I needed to this time. It started with my depression, I'd say. I started to sleep in more and wasn't getting as good night's sleeps either. I started not being able to talk about my channel quite as much to, say, my parents, for example. If I'd bring it up, or my parents would bring it up, it would stress me out too much, and I'd not be able to continue that conversation on for very long. And then I believe I got run down, and I think I actually got physically sick as well. I get my blood drawn once a month because of my medication, and turns out my white blood cell count was higher than usual, more than average, which implies that I was probably sick with something physical. And by that point, I was not feeling good. My depression, I think, was still in full force. And whatever I got sick with, I'm not sure what it was, but that was affecting me as well. And so I scheduled an appointment with my psychiatrist and as well with my general doctor to go see and try to figure out what was going on. And around this time, I started to sleep until about 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon. But sure, I usually sleep in anyway because of my medication. It makes me very sedated and tired, but 1:30 p.m. is late even for me. To give you context, I used to wake up around 11 o'clock in the morning. So this was hours longer than I even usually slept in for. And weirdly enough, I was getting energy at night and not being able to really get to sleep very well, even around midnight. But then being really tired in the morning. It was weird. So I saw my psychiatrist, and she increased one of my medications slightly for my antidepressant to try to treat that. And I saw my actual regular doctor, got a bunch of tests, blood draws, urinalysis. They took an x-ray even to make sure I was actually okay with my chest, no pneumonia or anything. I'm okay in that regard. There's no issues there, but even now I'm still sleeping in. Today I woke up, I want to say it was after 1 o'clock. When I say I woke up, I mean my parents came in and got me up because I could have kept sleeping. And all of this, I think, is just due to the stress of having this channel. I want to clarify though, while this channel has been stressful for me, it has also been the single greatest thing I've ever done in my life. And I've gotten some amazing comments from you, my community members, recently even, just worried about me and hoping I'm doing well and praying for me. And so to you and even anyone else that maybe just thought that, thank you. I appreciate that so much. And that is also what I think is getting me out of this is your comments and your support, getting me to that point where I can come back to this channel now and record this video and record more videos and get back to it. I think going forward, maybe I'll just take it a little easier and take breaks on occasion. I think that was my mistake, was that I just went full force and didn't give myself a chance to relax a little at times too. And that's something I should have been doing. When I was still in school, well, I fell in middle school, and so I didn't finish middle school, but I did go, I had a teacher come to the house, and then I went to a different high school that I was planning on, especially, that could help my special needs kind of thing. And I remember I had to take breaks then. I'd work for maybe half an hour, really varied depending how I was feeling that day. And I'd have to take like a 15, 20-minute break. And I feel like had I kept that up with my channel, maybe I wouldn't have had to take this long break. Maybe my stress wouldn't have been quite as bad as it was, to the point where I had to take like a 5-week break. And I wasn't able to respond to comments. It was too much for me. And so I haven't in a while. I've been reading them. They're amazing, thank you. It's just been very hard for me, and I couldn't get back to you. And I don't like that personally. I try to get back to every comment that I can. So I'm going to try to do that again soon, now that I'm feeling better and coming back to this. I actually will see my psychiatrist again in, I think, a week or so, 2 weeks maybe. And we're going to try to figure out this issue with me sleeping in so late. Maybe I have to add another medication, who knows. But I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to work through it. And I'm excited to get back to working on the channel. It feels really good recording this video. It's been a long time. And these videos are very cathartic for me to make. They help me so much. And I mean, this is why I've recovered so much in the last few years, is I have this channel and your amazing support. And the cathartic nature of recording videos and talking about these stressful times in my life, it's helped so much. If you watch my first videos, you will see I was not doing well. If you watch some of my if you watch some of my last videos, yeah, I'm doing a lot better, but some of my last videos, I wasn't doing too great. But in general, I'm doing way better. Cognitively, I'm able to function better. Everything has gotten better, including my energy level, including my depression has gotten a lot better too. My mood has improved. My ability to speak and make these videos even. Everything has been improving since I started this channel, so I will not be stopping. But I will take it slightly easier at times, so I don't have to have these breaks where I really just can't record because whatever's going on was too much for me, and I literally had to step back like I did this last 5 weeks. Schizophrenia is very difficult to live with, and it's important, I think, for anyone who's dealing with stress and depression to try to take breaks. That's something I've not been good about. It's proof of this whole video lately, but I think the importance of taking breaks, that it's very important to take breaks. I think that goes for everyone, right? You can't just work the entire time. You have to try to take it a little slower sometimes if you can. That's what I've learned with my schizophrenia. And I think going forward, I'll be better about that. And it'll just improve everything in my life, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. Let me see what else. I think that's about all that's been going on medically and personally in my life like that. However, I have been also thinking about, well, 2 things actually. One, I've had a few comments asking about if I wanted, or if I would have a P.O. box, so they could maybe send me mail and stuff. And I thought that's a great idea. Haven't acted on it yet, but I'm considering that as well as a way to maybe have you be able to interact more with me like that. I've also had people wondering if they could have my email address. I don't think I will be doing that. It's already difficult enough for me to respond to comments, so having an email that I have to respond to as well, I don't think would work out as well for me. However, I do like the idea of the P.O. box, where I could receive mail and who knows, maybe open it up here on video and maybe respond to anything you have to say there through letters. So I'll keep you updated on that. I have plans for that, hopefully soon. And I'm very excited about having that be another way to interact with you. This amazing community we have here on Surviving Schizophrenia here on YouTube. Also, I've been trying to think of ways for my personal life to make new friends that share my interests. And, well, my biggest interest is actually Pokemon. I've talked about that before on this channel. And while I don't know of any really ways to meet people who like Pokemon, really, I'm not sure how that will work out, especially my age, I guess, but I did think of one that might work one way. And that's to see if I could enter like a tournament and play competitively to hopefully play against people like my age and maybe make friends that way. So in this last few weeks, since I had that idea, I've been trying to play competitive Pokemon online, and it's very difficult, and I'm not good at it. But it's been fun, and I'm hopeful maybe if I do get good enough, then I could maybe go to an actual tournament in person and compete. To hopefully meet people, have a new experience, get out, which will help with my depression and just social skills, which is important because I have been isolated for a very long time. And I think I'm finally getting to the point where I want to be less isolated and actually meet new people, because that's been something that's kind of scary for me and it affects my stress level and just something I haven't wanted to do really for that reason, just my anxiety. But that's changing now, and I think I want to actually meet people in person, hopefully close, like in my area. And I'm hoping maybe I can do something through Pokemon like that, or maybe I'll come up with some other idea that will allow me to meet people with similar interests. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and see if you have any ideas where I can meet people locally, however that would work, I don't know, as well. So yeah, it's been a lot in this video. It feels good to be back, actually. It feels really good to be back recording videos. And I want to thank you, especially if you made it this far, for watching this video and all your support you've given me. And I hope you have a happy and healthy rest of your day. And I hope to see you in the next video.